Hey everyone, welcome back to my Fluid Art channel. Thanks so much for being here. Special extra thanks if you're new and just tuning in. This is my channel where I combine fluid art plus education, and today is no different. So, real quick, we're working on a 20 by 20 inch gallery wrap canvas from Artist Loft Level 3. And I really wanted to get back into doing a monochromatic painting. And when I was thinking about the theme, I thought, how cool would it be to do something with black and white TVs? You know, you see that TV static and it kind of looks really cool. I thought maybe doing something as a throwback to black and white TVs with fluid art. But then I was thinking, okay, what if on top of that, we did another section that's color? So down here, we would have the black and white TV throwback. Up here, we would have the modern color TV with fun facts mixed in about both. So this is going to be a two-part video. Today, we are going to be working on the black and white section of it. And what I'm going to be doing is I have so many leftover paints from all of my previous paintings in 2025. So I'm trying to use some of that up. And obviously with a monochromatic color scheme, we're only going to be using 3 colors. So I have my black, I have my white, and I have this kind of gray silver, and it actually has glitter in it too. So we'll see how that plays. But then I wanted to come through because I'm going to use a lot of black, so it's actually going to be very dark. I wanted to come through and do just a simple swipe or two with using the Amsterdam silver to add some cells and lacing. So these colors, I can't really remember what is in them. I mean, white is going to be likely the Amsterdam titanium white. The black is likely Mars black from Amsterdam or oxide black from Liquitex Basics. And then this gray one of them's folk art. I know that for sure. The glitter one that I used, it was called Silver Sequin. And then other colors, I kind of just, when I'm cleaning up my table, I put like colors with like and just make my own. So, okay, let me get my gloves on and we're gonna get started quickly today. Okay, so for the technique, I'm just gonna be doing 2 simple flip cups for the base and then come back in with my cell activator for the swipe. So again, we're gonna have quite a bit of black in these paintings, at least on this side, which I'm okay with. Again, the black and white TVs are kind of dark and interesting. So first fun fact, the first TV ever was built in London in 1926. It didn't actually become introduced to the United States until 1939, where they did the New York World Fair. So that's where it was presented to the American public. And then you can imagine from then on, it took off like wildfire. And then basically everybody and their mom had to have a TV, and that was pretty much the dominant entertainment system until the 60s. So black and white TVs had a good run. They went from the 40s all the way to the 60s. All right, looks like my white's out now. And by the way, I know I didn't talk about it, but it's kind of a dirty pour. I am gonna kind of do it from the side, but honestly, it's kind of just a dirty pour because I'm not really paying much attention to what goes where. So yeah, for whatever reason, I thought black and white TVs had a longer run, but no, they did not. Okay. Get our last little bit of black here. And I think I actually have a little bit more over here that I wanted to use up anyhow, so. Might as well. Hey, if we're using up paints, let's use them, right? All right, good. That means I have these now. I got to wash them out, free them up for other colors. So I do like to save all of my drippings off the table. And I found a little bit more white too, so I'll add just a little bit more white, just so we have enough paint. Nice. I'm clearing up so many containers. This is great. One thing to notice, they do have a little bit different consistency. I hope that doesn't become a problem. Do I have, is this silver? Oh my goodness. How about that? I found another silver one. Okay. Let me just mix it up here. While I'm doing this, so next fun fact is the directors knew that they were filming in black and white. So they actually did some cinematic tricks to make things feel a lot more dramatic. This is making intentional shadows, adding harsh lighting, adding a lot of contrast, because you notice in a black and white movie, it has a lot of contrast and it kind of creates a lot of drama and emotion, which I think was very effective back in that time because they didn't have color or special effects, etc., to help them with that. So I thought that was actually pretty brilliant. And even the actors and actresses, they would wear blue or green makeup to just make it that more dramatic and have it film correctly on screen. So you know, blue or green lipstick, foundation, just to add that drama and contrast. All right, those are looking awesome. And I might use a little bit extra for a flow extender, but okay. So we'll do one up here and one down here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. All right. Okay, let's pull these up. Ready? I'll do this one first. 1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3, go. Oh, so pretty. Let me get that out of the camera view there. Sorry about that. Put it down on this corner. All right, and I already see a lot of really cool cells. Maybe we won't need to swipe. Let's see. But it's funny because this actually leads me to my final fun fact. So TV static, you know, the snow, the TV snow you see, was an accidental aesthetic. So it wasn't meant to symbolize anything. It's just that what would, you know, show after the TV was all done. I'm sure some of you probably remember. It was before my time, but, you know, they would do I think it was the national anthem, and then it would just go to static. And I personally think of this because I had been scarred from the movie Poltergeist in that iconic scene where every night it would switch to the TV static and would freak me out as a kid. So yes, a very unplanned aesthetic for sure. And now, of course, it's meant to symbolize memory, noise, the unknown, the ghosts, if you will. So I don't know. Were you guys around for that time? Like when the news would come on and then end, and they would do, I think it was the national anthem, right? It was either the Pledge of Allegiance or a national anthem. I'm pretty sure it was the national anthem. But then it would go to pure TV static, and nobody thought anything of it until the movie Poltergeist. And now everybody hates it. So there's that. So maybe once it used to be an aesthetic, now it's kind of scary. All right. Let's see. I think we will need just a small flow extender. And I will just kind of use up the rest of this paint here and spread it out. This is one of our colors anyhow, so it's kind of convenient. Okay, honestly, I don't think we need a ton of swipes. I might just add a few just to add a little bit of cohesion between the two. Of course, my level table is giving me trouble. My unlevel table over here is giving me issues. It's already stretching so far. Okay. We're going to make this quick here since we don't need a lot. Ooh, but that did something cool. I did like that. Cool. And then a lot of those are just going to go off the sides. So I think one swipe's going to be fine. But I did want to kind of combine those two sections together, and that did a good job. So, all right, let's get to stretching this baby, huh? So let's find where we want to go. Maybe down to this edge down here. Ooh, and I do see some of that glitter in there. That's really exciting. Okay, so I am going to just cup it with my hand so I don't lose all of that paint over there. Okay, I'll bring it back. All right. Okay. Readjust here. Do the same on this side. All right, bring it back. Okay. All right, and then we'll go to this side here. And actually, we're going to come down a little bit because we want to make sure that we also cover all the way up to the tape. And you will notice it's running at different rates. That's because it does have a different consistency. So that was expected because we knew we were going to do that. All right. Bring it back. All right, let's see what we have here. That is looking pretty awesome. Let's see if we can't make it a little bit more diagonal here, kind of to match the diagonal vibe. All right, I think that's looking really cool. Let me put my stabilizers in here. Okay, I think that's gonna be really cool. So let me touch up my sides. I'll grab the camera and then bring you down for a close-up. All right, let's come in for a close-up of the black and white. This is really pretty. There's a little bit of transparency on the edges, so I'm going to just touch that up once it's dry so we don't have that. But look at some of this cool, sorry, my camera had to auto adjust. Look at some of these cool details. Look, there's glitter in it. That is going to dry super awesome. I didn't plan on having a glittery TV, but it actually adds a lot to it. So I am excited. All right, here we are with the dried result. This came out so beautifully. Oh yes, and like I said, the glitter is glittering and sparkling, but I think this is really cool, and I think it's going to complement the colorful side so well. And I'm glad it turned out pretty dark because I was worried about mixing all that silver and white in, that it would kind of lighten it up just a little bit too much, but I'm happy it kept its dark hue and has a lot of really interesting contrast. And lots of interesting cells and movement. There's so many cool spots to look at. I love this spot up here. It's like lacing with glitter. Fabulous. All right, let me know what you guys think. Well, thanks so much for tuning in with me again today. Hope you enjoyed it. I am very much looking forward to part 2, where we're going to add some of the colorful parts of the TV and some colorful swipes. So don't forget to like this video if you thought it was a lot of fun. Subscribe to my channel if you're excited to see more, and we will see you next time. Thanks so much. Hope you all have a wonderful week.